Hello, welcome to the 9th last Realtor standing and our second last affiliate standing. We have an amazing show for you, a great set of pros and not so pros. So we'll see how they do today. First, I want to talk about our amazing sponsors at this event. Our main event sponsors are Mike Barker with CBUS Title Agency, who also runs this amazing show. The wonderful Chris Dank back there with Dublin Property Photos. He will be filming this show, so be on your best-ish behaviors. And for our comic sponsors tonight, we have Associates Title, Rapid Mortgage, Home Team Inspection Service, Fairway Mortgage, Shire Realty, keep screaming, and Hemmelgarn Services LLC for all your HVAC needs. And our supporting sponsor is Got You Covered if you need blinds. So we're going to kick off the show with a couple of videos with some of our main sponsors, and we'll get you going from there. Thank you, guys.
Hey, everyone. So that title guy that plays guitar, he's pretty good. So, guys, thank you for coming to our 9th last Realtor standing. Round of applause, everyone, for being here. Thank you. Who's here for the first time? Wow. All right. You guys are in for a treat. Usually we do this with Realtors, as you know. It's called Last Realtor Standing. We do it with Realtors because they're big personalities, because they take control of situations, and they really guide everyone through closing processes. But Realtors lean on their affiliate partners to do that. Am I right? So that being said, we gave a couple of these shows. This is our second time. We're giving this one to the affiliates for them to come up here and show what they've got. Show that they've got big personalities. Show that they've got what it takes to be the last affiliate standing. So guys, tonight is for the affiliates. Max, Kevin, Michelle, and Chuck are all, they've prepared for an entire month with professional comics, some phenomenal talent, some people that you're really going to enjoy seeing on both sides of the ball here. I can't thank them enough, so when they're up here, please make sure to give them the love and respect and appreciation for what they do to benefit this show and this remarkable organization that we've put together. So that also being said, I just want to make sure that I thank a couple of our, the people that really make this go around. When I'm at home and I'm making, I'm coming up with ideas for videos and writing songs called, 99 Offers and Yours is the One. It's a big hit. You guys heard that? Download it anywhere music is heard and sold and whatever. It's really good. It's really good. Also, too, guys, does anyone know what today is? It's May 4th. Does anyone know what that means? Star Wars Day. So once again, who knows that it's Star Wars Day? Nice. So I won't make fun of you for being a bunch of nerds. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No, but guys, I want to thank my wife, Shelly. I want to thank Shelly. She's over here. She helped runs the show. I want to thank Tammy Dean Photography for documenting all this and helping out with social media and running that, and doing a great job promoting. But there's a person that helps me run this show every single time. She shares a passion for the show. She is someone that, really helps make this show go around, and I appreciate all the hard work she puts into it. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a former contestant, too, Sarah Miller. So who's ready to laugh? All right. Once again, hold on, I can't hear you. Who is ready to laugh? All right. I'm not gonna make you laugh. So I already tried to with the video. Kind of worked. That being said, guys, I have the honor for the 8th time of 9 shows of bringing up our host. He's a guy that you can hear anywhere in Columbus in the morning, in your car, on the radio, on Sunny 95 with Dino and Stacy in the morning, and also anytime, anywhere from your computer, wherever podcasts are listened to. He has his award-winning Whiskey Business podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, for the 8th time, I am beyond pleased to announce our host for tonight's event. Put your hands together for Dino Tripodis.
Can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like a fella once said,
What's that?
ain't that a kick in the head? Hey guys, how are you? How are you? Welcome once again to Last Realtor Standing, the affiliate edition, where the only thing more hysterical than what people are asking for my house these days are the comedians you'll see this evening. Let's give them a round of applause one more time, if you will. Chuck Holden, Max Morfadust, Kevin Nally, and Michelle Draculich. Yes, I have phonetic spellings for all of them. Here we are once again. The last time that we got together, kids, we were nervous. We were a little COVID hesitant as we came into this showroom. This year, I think we're more COVID hell with it at this point. Am I right? It's like I'm tired. I don't want to hear about another variant. I'm done. I've boosted. I've vaccinated. I'm done. But remember how crazy we were when the whole thing started? How paranoid we were? Sitting 6 feet away from my girlfriend, which was actually an improvement because normally we're like 12, 15 away from each other. Wear the mask, don't wear the mask. If you wear the mask, you're sucking in your own poison. I don't know what to do. I actually wore a glove when I would pump gasoline into my car, which was even stranger. It was a Michael Jackson glove from the 80s. I'm like, fill it, fill it. I'm done. I'm done with it. Doing the best I can. Yeah. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of the COVID. I mean, really, just at this point, you just, you hope for the very best and move forward. And if anybody has anybody affected by COVID, I apologize, but we have to move on to this brave, brave new world. Yes. Whatever this crazy, brave new world is. And speaking of that, Mike mentioned Sarah Miller. I would be remiss if I did not wish her, she's one of the important people in the show, if we did not wish her a belated happy birthday. Yeah. And and normally it's rude to mention the girl's age, but it's a significant one. She turned 40. Lordy, look who's 40. Congratulations. After several refis, you are now as old as my extended mortgage, goddammit. 40, lordy. I saw the shirt she had on her birthday. It said 40-licious. And that is the age that you start wearing those kind of shirts. Because you just want to prove to people that I still got it. You don't see any kid wearing a 20 Wonderful shirt. 30 flirty. No, it's when you get to be, 40. 40-licious. Nifty 50. 60, fuck off. That was my t-shirt. Yeah. Actually, her birthday is 9 days after my birthday. I had one in April as well. I actually turned 63 years of age. Yeah, don't applaud that. It's one of those right smack dab. 60, okay, fine. 63, 65 will be significant, But 63, I got to be honest with you. I know friends that lost money on that bet. I guarantee you. The way I live my life, like, shit, he's still alive. What can I tell you about 63? It's just, I'm in pretty good health. I had I was at the orthopedic surgeon just this week. I messed up my knee, and apparently No surgery is needed, but he was giving me all the options. He goes, well, you have a problem with your meniscus and you have a severe arthritis in the knee. So what I suggest is possibly, a leave twice a day. I'm like, no. We can recommend physical therapy. No, not physical therapy. Or I could just cut to the chase and give you a cortisone shot. There you go, brother, right there. Put the needle on the record, bitch. Let's go. I'm a short-termer. Let's get the pain gone right now. Because at 63 years of age, I think about where I'm at in life and what I'm doing, and you do. The clock ticks a little faster as you get in these ages. When I was 40, I didn't think about anything like that. I had as far as I'm concerned, I was truly middle-aged, thinking I'd live at least to be 80 years of age. 63 years of age, I just don't want to be like my father. My father lived to be 82 years of age. And I've noticed, though, that what's bred in the bone you can't ignore. I start to walk like my father. I smoke like my father used to smoke. I don't want to talk like my father talked because this guy would never answer a simple question with a simple answer. I used to go visit him in Greece all the time. You ask him a simple question like, Dad, you went fishing today. How was it? Every time he'd open his mouth, he'd sound like a bad Hemingway novel. The battle between man and fish was a great one today, my son. The octopus and the squid tangled inside my net, forcing me to stay out to sea much longer than I anticipated. Consequently, I missed Bonanza. For those of you who don't know, Bonanza was a very popular Western when my father was alive. Little Joe, the Cartwrights, big. I did not have a good relationship with my father. We were separated for 20 years at one point. That's the longest period of time I did not go without seeing my father. And then he he passed away about, I think it's going on 15, 16 years ago. But when they told me that he was going to die, they said, you need to make amends with your father. You need to go to Greece and visit him on his deathbed and make your peace. So I did. I flew to Greece in September that year, went to the island, saw my father, said, Dad, we're good. You can go. He didn't die. Went back 2 days later. Pop, we're good. God bless you. We're good. You can go. He didn't die. He didn't die 2 days after that. He didn't die a week after that. He didn't die for 2 weeks after that. I had to come back to go back to work. And I knew the minute I landed that that's what was going to happen. He was going to die, and I'd have to go flying right back to Greece. No. He made it through September. He made it through October. He made it into November. That year, Ohio State was number 1, Michigan was number 2. One of the greatest football games in the history of Ohio State football. My ex-roommate used to be in the band. He had tickets on the 45-yard line. You want to go? Hell yeah, I want to go. On Thursday, before the Ohio State-Michigan game, my father fucks me and dies. And at that moment, I knew blood is blood. And as a son, a good son, I needed to go. I needed to get on that plane and get to Greece as fast as I could. As a Buckeye fan, I'm thinking, he can't get any more dead. True story. He was not a good man. I'll be honest with you. He was not. When I went and saw him in my 30s, I tried to ask him questions, like what happened between you and Mom? And you know sometimes when your parents start to tell you the truth and you don't want to hear it, but they won't shut up? I go, Pop, what happened with you and Mom? Well, my son, if I have to be truthful with you, your mother was, how do they say in America, she was, sexually frigid. Cold. Okay, that's enough. Yeah. Couldn't get nothing out of her. All right, Pop, that's enough. I had to get hookers. Okay, Pop, I got it. And on his deathbed, when he was hyped up on morphine to take rid of the pain, he calls me over. He says, I said, what, Pop? He goes, over the course of my life, my son, I want you to know that I have the pleasure of being with 548 women. And I'm like, oh, okay. One of them, Mom? 549. Okay, you guys ready for some show? Are you ready for some show? I'll be back here up and down all night long, sharing things in my notes that I forgot to say up front here this evening, because this is so much fun, and I enjoy being with you guys here this evening. So thank you for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause. As we welcome our first set of comics, we've got just amazing comic mentors this evening. And the contestants that are on the show tonight should be privileged that they had the opportunity to work with these people, because they're all great. And first up tonight, to bring up Michelle Draculich, is my very, very dear friend, and also everybody on this list is super funny. Please welcome my good friend Kenny Mock.
Whoa! Hey, how you doing? Y'all good? Y'all got a little bit more energy now. Y'all been drinking a lot, so get it up. Y'all get it? Oh man, I had one of the coolest affiliates I had to work with. She had great energy. She's very funny. She's gonna tear the stage apart. So I believe in her, and I expect you guys to believe in her. You guys ready to see your first comedian of the evening? All right, put your hands together for Michelle Draculich.
Thanks for that introduction, Kenny. Well, my name is Michelle with 2 L's, so let's not get it twisted. Those 1 L Michelles, they're a little cray-cray. They'll go spray tanning. They think a library card's a credit card. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad. I'm with Dino. I'm glad to be at the end of the pandemic. It means no more masks. The real reason I'm happy about that is because I just want to know if people have teeth or not. Because my COVID sentence was hard. I was 32 when I went in. I'm 34 now. DeWine was trying to send me to rehab. Lessons start at 2 p.m. sharp if you're interested. I don't know how Ohio dealt with the pandemic, but I felt like looking at DeWine and telling him all Amy Winehouse. No, no, no. Seriously though, we lost years. We lost years because of COVID. And I'm an independent woman. It almost destroyed my prime. I mean, I pay my own bills. I should be having the time of my life. But COVID, nah, man, I had to slow down. I had to adjust. I had to learn things. I had to learn to cook. Binge watch Ozark. And of all the things, I never found myself doing this, but I became an avid online dater. Now, you want to talk about something that's hard. And I mean like really, really hard. Is online dating. I'm on all the sites. I've tried them all. Bumble, Match.com, Life After Lockup. My bitches on my cell block call me 2L. I can't go anywhere. I'll be at Whole Foods. 2L! Try to keep my head down. What's good? Seriously though, online dating, if you haven't tried it, it's hard. And it is a whole process. You have to make a profile. You have to look out for catfish and other things. Men lying. Oh yeah, men lie online. And they lie about stupid shit. You're gonna lie to me about your height like I'm not gonna see you? Me though, I tell the truth. Because I know if the weather forecast says 75 and sunny, I don't want to get up there and show up and it's 10 below zero and I don't have a jacket. So I do. I honestly, I tell the truth. Say I'm blonde, I'm blue-eyed, and I'm a B cup. So before you start this journey of online dating, you might not know it, but you're gonna need some tools. I'd start with an encyclopedia, a prayer, and you gotta get very, very comfortable with urbandictionary.com. So I'm on online dating and I'm starting to feel like I'm a contestant on Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady. Contestant number 1. I'm ready to swipe. Allosexual. I'm thinking honestly, like, does that mean they want me to like rub lotion on them? What? So I go to Urban Dictionary and it defines an allosexual as somebody that wants to have sex with anyone, everyone, doesn't matter. So I ask Alexa, because I'm like, is this right? Alexa, what's allosexual? She comes back, whore. Two L said, no deal. I'm gonna keep swiping. I'm swiping. I get my next contestant, Cisgender. Why do we even need Cisgender? Because I looked that one up, and all it means is you are what you are as you're born. So I ask Alexa, Alexa, what's Cisgender? It's you, bitch. Be who you want to be. But I hear farmers only, they have the most fun. They go hoeing around, plowing the fields, planting their seeds everywhere. I think that's how you end up with the Duggars. What'd their crop yield, 20 kids? But you can't plant me, though. No. See, I consider myself a unicorn. Because, after all, I can cook, I can binge watch Ozark, and I'm a B cup. But I found out that, false advertising can lead you in some strange ways. So I met a great guy. He was a unicorn, I was a unicorn. He's a catch, I'm a catch. We went fishing, we didn't catch. Because I learned that the modern meaning of unicorn means you like threesomes.
One more time for Realtor College. Oh, man. That's good. Yeah, I learned a lot after that, didn't y'all? Threesomes. That's definitely not a B cup, I tell you that. Yeah, you was thinking, yeah. I was like, that's more like an A cup. It was more. Look at you guys. Thank you so much. One more time for Michelle Dracula. One more time. Oh, you guys look wonderful, man. I've seen all you guys coming in. Everybody in here looks beautiful and nice. A lot of beautiful people in Ohio and some basics. I see a lot of basics. That's cool. Hey, you guys doing? Yeah, so yeah, it looks like all my favorite people in here. Hey, white guys, how you guys doing? I see them all, yeah. You're all over, spread it all everywhere. Yeah, I see you guys. I like white guys. I got a nice little inner circle of white guy friends. They always ask me to do stuff they know I'm not good at. Like, yo, Kenny, in a couple weeks, we all going to Colorado to go whitewater rafting. You going? Hell no, that sounds dangerous. And white, it's in the name. That's for you guys. It's not for me. If it said light skin rafting, then I go, because that's more of my shade. That's what I would do that. I got a cool friend named Dan. He's cool. He's a great white guy. Cool. Only flaw that he has as a man, this dude never likes to cut his toenails. Gentlemen, we got to cut our toenails. You hear all those groans? Those are all ladies. Like, oh, yeah. You can't play footsies with your lady at nighttime with long, sharp toenails, gentlemen. That's assault. They can press charges against you, yeah. Now, you can keep those long, sharp toenails if you're going around picking up fish and small children, because that would be your job. I get it. You'll get a W-2 at the end of the year. That's the positive thing about that. Oh. But there's one sign when you got to cut your toenails. There's only one sign I found out. If you take off your socks and your shoes, and then you're walking around someone's house and it sounds like you're tap dancing, you got to cut them. My buddy Dan, he came to my house visiting, took off his socks and shoes. This is all I hear. And he's on carpet the whole time. I said, listen, I just got this carpet. put a run in it. That's what he did. Oh, man, this is a great thing, man. Yeah, football season right around the corner. We ready for the Buckeyes this year? Yeah, yes. Football is one of those sports that it's kind of risky to play it. I mean, it's great to watch it, but if you ever played it, woo, it's dangerous sometimes. You have to know the position you're going to play before you start playing if you ever played football. Or the coaches, they pick it for you. In middle school, didn't know what I wanted to play. The coach was like, Mock, come here. I was like, yeah. He's like, you're going to play quarterback. And I said, why? Because I'm black and I'm fast? He said, yeah, that's why you're going to do it. And I hated quarterback, because I had a horrible offensive line. The offensive line never liked me, and I knew it. Because every time I would snap the ball, I would just hear them whisper to the defense, hey, just come get him, and they would put their arms out. Every play, I'm trying to run for my life. One time, I caught the ball, and I tried to run out of bounds. A mean linebacker hits me so damn hard out of bounds, I pop up, and I'm blind. I can't see anything. And now I'm scared. I'm screaming at folks, I can't see! Somebody help me! Then this ref, he comes over, and he turns my helmet back around straight so I can see again. I said, sir, you're a blessing. I took off that helmet. I took off the shoulder pads. I picked up some pom-poms. I was an instant cheerleader right there. I just started cheering. I was like, go, Tigers, go. Go, Tigers, go. It's 1st and 10. Let's say it again. Go, Tigers, go. Let's go, Tigers. This is less aggressive. That's how you do it. They don't hit cheerleaders. They don't hit us. Honestly, man, I mean, I have a football-sized family. I'm one of 11 siblings. I got 11 siblings. It's a lot of people in one house. Found out my dad, I didn't really start dating like black girls for a long time because of my dad. And don't judge me, because I went over with my buddies. We went out to a club, and my brother met some girls, went back to the girls' place, and my dad's photo was sitting on her mantle. I was like, hey, who was that dude? She's like, yeah, that's my dad. I said, yeah, that's my dad too. So, yeah. The black girls wasn't safe for me. They wasn't safe. I can't go to Denver. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. True story. That's true, yeah. Woo, he was humping, boy. But my parents, my mom and my dad, they had 11 kids. In 11 years straight. They just made babies. That's all they did. We nicknamed them UPS, and all that means is unprotected sex. That's what they did. They kind of just shoved out babies all the time. They was in there making it happen. Woo. I'm the third oldest of all my siblings. And the weird thing about that, never even knew my mom was pregnant, because my mom never had any weird pregnancy symptoms. She never got a big stomach. She didn't have no weird eating habits. She would just walk in the room like, hey, kids, listen, whoo, I'm not feeling well. Your Aunt Jean's here to watch you, and I'll be back. And that was it. Then we would go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and there was a baby sitting there. And that kept happening year after year. My oldest brother, Daryl, said my mom was stealing babies from the hospital. We believed him as kids. You know how scary it is to think your mom is stealing babies from a hospital? Every new baby, we got a milk carton trying to match it up with the face like, nah. Then she would walk in, hey kids, would you guys like to watch cartoons? Was like, no, we need to watch the news to find out where these babies are coming from. You might be going to jail, Ma. You might be going to jail. I know a lot of people have kids, man. I just think people should discipline their kids a little bit more nowadays. Yeah. Woo. My grandma was a huge disciplinarian. She meant what she said. She was like, hey, when we go in this store, don't touch nothing, don't ask for nothing, and don't even look at nothing. I'm like, okay, I'm cool the whole time in the store until I get to the cereal aisle. You know, cereal hypes up kids. When we see cereal, we're hyped. I walk down the line, I was like, ooh, look at that, Fruity Pebbles, look at this, Frosted Flakes. Then I feel these big old hands come over the top of my head and they grip me. Boop! I felt like I was a prize, one of those arcade claw machines. She just pulled me up like, boop, and she hugged me in. People thought we were hugging. I was like, hey, she's not hugging me, she's choking me. That's what she's doing. Unhand me. But my mom, she was like the craziest one, like when it comes down to discipline. She didn't have time to like discipline 11 kids on the spot, so she scheduled whoopings. You ever had a scheduled whooping? It was scary. My mom's hours was from 1 to 3. That was her hours. And she never missed an appointment and never was double booked, ever. And all I was doing one time was bouncing on a new couch. I'm sitting there bouncing. Then she walked in, she's like, Kenny, you are bouncing on my brand new couch, 1 o'clock. And that messed my whole day up as a kid. Because it was 8 o'clock in the morning. I had 5 hours to think about a scheduled whooping. And then she's going to look me in the eyes. Kenny, just go out and play. You don't even want to play right when you got a scheduled whooping on deck. I'm outside, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm shaking like an iPhone app about to be deleted. I'm out there like, ah. My boys walk past like, yo, Kenny, come play basketball at 12:30. I was like, nah, man, I got a thing at 1. A meet and beat. That's how they do it. And most men that have kids, most men never have to put their hands on their kids. The men are verbal, like my dad. My dad would walk in the room like, hey, didn't I tell y'all kids to sit down? You know what they say, a hard head makes a soft butt. And I chime in like, Dad, a hard head and a soft butt made all these kids. That's what you did. My brothers, they were high-fiving like they was on Family Feud, talking about, good answer, Kenny, good answer. Then my mom walked in like, Kenny, 2 o'clock, take that. Your little smart mouth. Unbelievable, people. This is crazy. I get it. I get it. Woo. I don't know, people. This is going to be a good time, man. I'll probably clean it up. I don't know if I want to do something dirty. Can I be dirty? No. I don't know. Can I be dirty for the sec? Okay. All right. I'm not gonna be filthy, but I'm gonna be a little dirty. Okay. Gentlemen, if you are going to have any type of oral sex with your lady, you got to know what you're doing, please. Because if you don't know what you're doing, they're going to tell you that you're doing something bad. And they will treat you like you're putting your password in wrong online. Try again. That's not it. You just locked yourself out. Come back in 30 minutes. Hey, my name is Kenny Mock. Thank you guys so much.
One more time for Kenny Mock, everybody. And his comedy affiliate, Michelle Draculich. Michelle doing some of her best. Best work to kick off the show. I'm going to get canceled before this thing's even over with. I'm trying so hard anymore. That's why Mike mentioned it's May the 4th be with you. I purposely didn't do any Star Wars jokes tonight because I didn't want a Star Wars fan to charge up from the audience and Sith slap me. I'd probably hear him coming with his asthma. Just knock the inhaler out of his mouth and then there'd be no fight. Kenny was talking about oral sex. Yeah, I'm 63. Oral sex is literally me just being orally and talking about sex. That's as far as it goes. You know what would be nice? Our next comedians coming up for you this evening are two wonderful people. One of you probably know Chuck Holden, yeah? One of your next affiliates, and he has been mentored by the lovely, the talented, I love her so much, Patsy B.
Oh. So, what can I say? We had a bunch of fun doing our mentoring with Chuck Holden. Yeah. Let's give it up for Chuck. I believe we met 6 times and 2 times on Zoom. So, I'm going to hand over the stage to a very funny guy. He's worked very hard. Let's give it up for Chuck Holden.
All right, thank you so much. Woo, it is bright up here. I was sitting down there, I was like, it ain't that bright. She's like, you won't be able to see anybody. I'm like, bullshit. I see everybody. So anyways, where do I start? All right, I guess I'll start back at the beginning. I'm from a small town called Youngstown. Maybe some of you guys have heard of it. Right? Not much comes good from there except me. True statement. I'm sorry, if you're from there, I love you too. So it started back April 25th, I think it was 1980. The clouds parted, George Thorogood, maybe heard of Bad to the Bone, kicked on. Might sound like Problem Child. That was me. It's true. So I guess the birth was pretty easy, and my mom was like, wow, like that was so quick, it was so easy, I want to have another one. And they tried and tried and tried, and they couldn't figure out why. And then they did. I was a handful, to say the least. Outside of that, so yeah, my mom, she's a little bit of what you would call a hippie. What that means in my household is there was weed growing in the basement. So it's making a push. It's a plant. It's a plant. It's all right. My dad, he looked very good in government uniforms, and what I mean by that, it was both like military and jail. He rocked them both very well. He actually worked, I'm sure you guys like Youngstown, one of the few things, there was steel industry back in the day, right? Yeah? My dad worked in the steel industry, making license plates. Facts. I come from good genes. Let's see, so I was a little bit of a military brat. What I mean by that is my dad was in the Navy for about 6 months before he went home, but didn't tell anybody. It's called AWOL, I guess. I did not know what that means, but that's a thing. That's my dad. So yeah, I moved around a lot growing up, and that's actually helped me as a mortgage guy because you know, a big part is that we work with a bunch of different people. Right? Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's some weird people out there, and I'm not just talking about the real estate agents either. I'm talking about the clients, like legit, like. If your realtor's weird, their clients are going to be weird. Facts. I promise. I worked a lot. Wow. I don't know where the hell you find some of them, honestly. So anyways, as a kid, I learned what to do with money, even though we didn't have a whole hell of a lot. They call me money bags, which I don't feel like I make a lot, but if you look at where I come from, I guess I make a little bit. And honestly, I'm actually really proud because I'm the first person in my family to make decent amount of money legally. True, it's true. Swear to God. Look it up. Don't look up my dad, because then that shit will come back on me. We have very similar names. Let's see, what else? I love being married so much I did it twice. True, yep. And the second time around, I was like, well, shit, I get to do this over? Okay. But I wasn't new. Like, she's talking about that online dating. I wasn't hip to that. The only thing that was around back then was Plenty of Fish. And there was plenty of shit. A lot of it. Like, I meet up with these girls. I'm like, where the hell did you get these pictures? Like 15, 20 years ago. Like, okay. Kind of like real estate pictures. Facts. Once again, I swear to God. I meet up with some of y'all, and I'm like, who the hell is that? Oh, I'm such and such. The hell you are. You're their grandma. Sheesh. So, it's facts. I swear to God. I don't make this stuff up, man. Like, some of it I make up, but that's true. Let's see. Am I getting flashed yet? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, I got to shut it down. Hey, I can't. I'm going to get shut off, and I'm not having that shit. Anyway, so let's see here. I guess I'm going to wrap it up. What else do I have in here? Damn, I'm going to try to wrap it up. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up with this. So, love languages. Have you guys heard of the book, Love Languages? Yes, yes. Well, believe it or not, as a man, mine is touch. My wife's is not. At all. So listen, when she told me about this shit, I was like, okay, I'll talk your language, girl. I'm folding clothes. I'm doing this. She can't hear me. That's all I got, y'all. I'm out.
That was a handoff. Woo! So, I don't know about you guys, but I always wanted to be a brick house. Yeah, but I was more of a mid-century modern with a low-budget makeover. That's me. Haha. So as comics, we do a lot of traveling. First time I'd ever gone to Cincinnati, I saw a huge billboard. It read, "Hell is real." And when I saw it, I thought, wow, I hope it's not at my exit. Now, for a while, Indiana had their own version of that sign, and it read, "There is no exit from hell." And I thought, that's how I feel about Indiana. Here in Columbus, we had a temporary street sign that read, "Gay Street, now 2 ways." So recently I had to go to my doctor because I was having some hormonal issues. And I get there and I tell her, look, I'm pretty sure I need medication or I'm going to prison. There's a lot of women laughing. You hear it? Yeah. And I said to her, just hear me out, you know. I think I just need 2 prescriptions to medication, Valium and Zoloft. And she's like, nope, those are addictive. And I'm like, so is vodka, but I can't get that for a $5 copay. Come on. I thought we're on the same team. Work with me. So I've had a lot of friends have baby showers. I call it COVID baby season. Yeah. And I went to a Jack and Jill baby shower. If you don't know what that is, that's where they invite the mother and the father. And my friends are married, and she's pretty sure he's the dad. And the mom, the dad, and the new baby, they're real cute, the new baby too. They're all redheads. So for their shower gift, I got them a case of sunblock. Functional. It's functional. About a month ago, I had another shower. I was in a store looking in the baby section for something, and this granny walks up to me, and she put her hand on my stomach. And she looks at me, and she's like, "You're first?" And before I could say anything, she's like, "Oh, twins?" And I looked at her in my nicest singy-song voice, and I said, "Ma'am, I'm not pregnant. This right here, this is my original baby fat. I actually have a medical condition. I'm unable to have children. It's called sanity." I read an article about animal rights, and the very first line of the article stated, "Dogs are family." And then it asked the question, would you chain grandma outside? I'm like, if she doesn't stop peeing on the carpet? It happens. Guy in the front row says it happens. So I was walking through the store, and I overheard on the PA, "Baby-proof your home for $19.99. I'm like, what? Who knew you could get a vasectomy at Walmart? It's really a superstore. Yeah. So I'm celebrating a few things. This next thing is I am in love. Yeah. Wow. We're getting married. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't know it. The other day, my boyfriend told me that he was twice divorced. And I said, "Come closer. Do tell more." Because I like my men how I like my cars. That's right. Sporty, low mileage, twice wrecked. Divorced, available dads. That's my type. Let's do this. Now, he's a really super sweet guy. Smart, ambitious. He adores me. He's got a nickname for me. Calls me Sweetie. That's cute. Kind of old-fashioned. But the real issue is English is his second language. And I think he thinks the sweeter something is, the sexier it is, because he'll change it up, you know? He'll call me Cookie or Candy, and last night he called me Diabetic Coma. You guys. Funny, funny. All right. One of the last things I'm celebrating, well, I'll tell you a little story first. So I am a lifelong dieter, and my personal goal is to get back to my original lowest weight, 10 pounds, 10 ounces. And when you're in this process, you try all kinds of things, you know, diets and workout plans and weird gimmicks. At one point, I did hire a personal trainer, or as I like to call him, my fat whisperer. I work out. I really enjoy push-ups. I love the orange flavor. And swimming, that's like one of my favorite things to do. When I swim, I wear a two-piece suit. Yeah. A hooded sweatshirt and capri pants. It's all good, though. So the first 50 pounds, at my highest, I weighed 299 pounds. And the first 50, thank you. Thank you. You guys are very kind. Thank you. And that first 50 pounds I lost was nothing but ass. Apparently, I was part Kardashian. And then my highest size was a triple extra large. And now I'm a large petite. Yeah. Thank you. But I didn't even know it was a size. I didn't even know it was a thing. And after I thought about it, large petite, that sounds like jumbo shrimp. And we all know that's delicious. So my final celebration is, as of today, I have lost 129 pounds. Thank you. And the real issue is, though, I've become that obnoxious, oversharing stranger. And this morning is a good example. I was out doing my walk, and this panhandler came up to me, and he's like, "Ma'am, can you help a guy who's down on his luck? I lost my job. I lost my house. I lost my family." I'm like, I lost 129 pounds. High five. So I have one little story left for you guys. I do a lot of community service work, and yay. And I like to positively reinforce people with donuts, because I know that's the strongest reinforcement food. Anyway, one day I had to go get some donuts for a project, and I went inside Dunkin' Donuts, and there's a policeman standing in line. And he's got one of those WWJD, What Would Jesus Do Now bracelets. And I thought, that's cool. But I hadn't seen one in a while, maybe 5 or 6 years. It's been a while. And I thought, that's cool. So I tapped him on the shoulder, pointed at his wrist, and gave him a thumbs up. And he's like, this, when cops wear the WWJD, it means who wants jelly donuts? And I laughed, because he had a gun. And a taser. And a backup. You guys have been great. Thanks so much for coming out and supporting a great cause. You've been fabulous.
One more time for Patsy B. Patsy B. And her comedy student, Chuck Holden. How about it? Did you like Chuck? It's been an interesting journey in these last, this is my 8th time hosting this show. I always talk about my house in Clintonville and how people keep wanting my house in Clintonville. When I first started doing this show, my house was going for like more than I paid for it. It was like, I think it appraised like $325,000 at that particular time. And in the last 2 years during the pandemic, I did absolutely nothing to my home on the outside, and it needs work. And what I'm trying to say is, in the last 2 years, my house has gotten a little shittier, and it's worth more now than ever. So now I have no intentions of selling it, so now I'm playing this little game. What? No, I'm playing this little game right now. I want to see how shitty my house can get for the amount of money. Somebody actually offered me, they said, I will give you $450,000 cash for your house right now if you work on the roof and fix some of the things on the porch. And I said, I ain't touching anything on the roof, and I ain't fixing the goddamn porch. And he said, $475,000. I want to start selling crack out of it and see if I can get up to $500,000. Are you ready for your next comedian? Coming up to the stage to introduce him, we are so proud of this young man and everything he has accomplished nationwide and worldwide on the internet, especially a phenomenon on TikTok, which they're only getting a taste of what this man can do on stage, and he'll be performing for you a little bit later on after he introduces his comedy student. Would you please welcome my good friend, Mr. Jason Banks.
Yo, hey guys, real quick, man, one more time for me. Let me hear that again. Ain't that something? Ain't that just adorable, man? Guys, I had the pleasure of working with Max, man. Max was cool as hell. You guys know Max? Cool as shit. All right, calm down, it's my time. Max took me out to BW3s to learn how to write jokes, and he paid for my meal, and he walked me to the car, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt like a bitch. I felt like I was on a date. I was like, I'm gonna have to fuck him, and I got a little butt. I can't do all that. He's big as shit. I didn't want to do that. But turns out he just wanted to learn how to write jokes, so I taught him how to write jokes, and I hope you enjoy it, man. Put your hands together for Max Morphdeuce.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. Thanks for allowing me to be here and nominating me. We're not supposed to tell who, Sarah Miller. But you know, when I accepted, I was thinking about what I'm gonna say. I haven't been on the stage for so long, probably about 30 years, because my wife does not remember that. I've been married for about almost 30 years, and it was my days of stripping, and believe it or not, it was a long time ago. And I said, well, and I've heard this place used to be a strip club. I don't know if that's true or not, but I said, well, absolutely, here we go. So I thought maybe if I do a little bit of stripping, I get some brownie points, some votes, some claps, and whatever. So let me just see if I remember anything about that. That, of course, that's not true. I can never be a stripper. I'm too hairy to be a stripper. If you don't believe me, ask my wife. You know, if I actually take this shirt off, you probably think I have another sweater on. And that's a true story, again. And again, my wife can verify this. And when I remember the first time when she rubbed my back about 29 years ago, she asked me if that was a cashmere sweater. I'm like, no, that's Iranian back hair. So, needless to say, those days of back rubbing are gone now. There's no more back rub for Max. But anyway, so I decided I can't be a stripper. I'm going to be an inspector, and that's what I do now. So, whenever I get a chance, thank you. Well, let me tell you a little bit about what we do and what's going on these days. And whatever I say, disclaimer, these are all jokes. Don't take them seriously. So everybody is waiving inspection these days. Well, not everybody. It was a big majority. And I get it. I know why you do it and all that. But isn't that crazy stuff? I mean, to us as inspectors, well, why would you do that? Because, you know, when you go in, I don't care how good you are. This is not what you do. This is what we do. And you go in and you tell your buyers, we'll take care of it later. It's okay. You have no idea what's going on down there. I'm talking about the basement and the crawl space. I'm not talking about anything else. So you got to go there, have no idea what's going on. So that's kind of what we do. So I don't know why that is okay these days. What would you? No other places that happens. I mean, I was thinking about that. I said, well, let's compare this to college days. You find a girl. or a boy, and you like them, they're very attractive, they're good, you start dating, and then you become more serious, and then you finally want to get married, and you go and say, well, I got to get some testing done for STDs. Oh, no, I'm going to waive the STDs. It's okay, you know. We'll figure it out later. After, no, you own it at that point. You're not going to figure it out later. You're not going to, you got to find out what's down there, you know. You got to figure it out. And if he comes in a little bit positive about something, I'm going to get another STD test with the full remedy expected. So, don't do stuff crazy. So that's the crazy stuff that happens. You know, the other thing that kind of makes us, you know, I was thinking about funny stuff that happens in inspections, all kinds of stuff that goes on. One of the funniest things really is when the realtors are come to the end of our inspections. And some of you do, which is good. I'm glad you do. Some of you come. You know, it's your choice. But please, if you can't come, please come. And then what we do at the end, you know, we kind of talk to people about it. And here we were standing, we were talking to the buyers, and the agent is standing behind them because they don't want to be, you know, in between us. So we're talking about the normal stuff, you know. And after all, that's what you hired us to do, right? And the faces some of these realtors make behind the buyers, that's crazy. You know, like, you know, you have a little, you know, tripping hazard in the, you know, driveway, and they're like, don't say that, don't say that, don't. We're like, okay, you know, the faucet is leaking under the sink, it's no big deal, but, you know, you gotta fix it. Like, no. We're like, what do you want me to say? That's what you hired me to do. They're like, no. And then the worst part, or the funniest part, is when sometimes the buyer is listening to us, and they kind of look back like this at the realtor, and they see that face, and then a couple of minutes later, when we are walking them through the house, the buyer asks us, what's wrong with my buyer? I think he needs to go to the bathroom. He might be constipated or something, I don't know. But he'll be okay, he'll be fine. And then, you know, I get it. I think the reason they do this is because they want to be nice. They want to not offend anybody or upset your own buyers. But don't worry about them. You don't want to upset me. And that's what I was thinking. You know, I don't know about other inspectors. There's a couple of them here, good friends. But but here is what I think. You don't want to get me upset. I grew up in the Middle East. You know, I know. You know what? You know what we do? They train us to be crazy. You know, I don't know what they do now, but when I lived there, they really want us to be nuts. And when we get upset about waiving inspection, I get crazy because I don't like that. So they train us in middle school to take AK-47s apart. I'm not kidding. To take RPGs apart, throw grenades. Hopefully they are not live, but there's no guarantees. So when we graduate, they actually tell us to go and start using these guns and shoot them and throw them. I'm like, okay. So here, I've been to a few of the shooting ranges here in America. You guys have those little nice, you know, paper targets. We don't have those. They put pictures of white people on there for us. So when we get upset, we really get upset. And actually, some of you people look kind of familiar. You know? Especially you, sir. Did you do any modeling a few years ago for Middle Eastern agencies? Well, if you haven't done it, so then not a good idea. So it was great. Thank you. I got the light. Appreciate it. We give it back to Jason.
Great, man. Hey, keep it going for Max Morphdeuce. Yo. Hey, guys. Up front, I'm a friendly comedian. I don't make fun of the crowd. Reason being, I can't fight, and I ain't trying to get beat up when the show's over. I made fun of one guy one time. He comes up to me after the show. He's like, hey, man, you ain't nothing but a bitch. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, you wouldn't hit a bitch, would you? Like I'm safe, right? You're a gentleman, I assume. I can't fight. I don't like nowadays, I feel like fighting back in the day was easier. Because first of all, they would tell you where they're going to beat your ass at. They'd be like, yo, bro, meet me at the playground at 3:30. You know where the hell I wouldn't be at 3:30? That damn playground. I'd be in the office snitching like I think he's at the playground. If you guys want to talk to him about threatening me. The pandemic was rough for me, man. My wife, she started working from home, so she stopped dressing up for me. She said she has nowhere to go, so she stopped wearing makeup, she stopped shaving her legs and her armpits. She looked like a totally different person. I woke up one morning, saw her, I thought someone broke in the house, I swear. I called the police, I said, there's an intruder in my house. They said, where's he at? I said, he's downstairs making breakfast for the kids. Please hurry, because he just kissed me and got in the shower, sir. I'm scared as shit. The pandemic put a lockdown on the whole city. We weren't allowed to do shit. And I live in a nice neighborhood, so I just sat on my front porch and I watched white women jog by every day. That's all I saw was white women jogging by. And they're getting fast, too. They're building up them leg muscles, man. I tried to rob one the other day. I couldn't catch her, By the time I caught up, I was too tired to rob her. She gonna look back talking about, what do you want from me? I said, let me just get a drink of your water. I'm gonna sit down, take a nap. I'm tired. What else is going on? I was pulled over recently. I was drunk as shit. I had drugs in the car. A cop came to my window. He said, where you heading tonight? I said, jail now, nigga. Like, I was going to the basketball game, but you fucked that up for me, sir. I think I ride with you now, man. A lot of stuff happened during the pandemic. My cousin came out to us, told us he was gay. Clap for that, because that is huge, man. That's big. You don't like gay people, sir? You just didn't want to clap or nothing like that? All right. I ain't gonna mess with you, man. Thank you. But before I move on, man, how long have you hated the gay community? He cool, bro. My cousin came out, said he was gay. I was excited. That's my best friend in the whole world. But with that being said, I knew he was gay in high school. I knew he was gay in high school because after every single football game, he would sprint to the locker rooms to be the first one in the showers. And here's why that made me suspicious. He wasn't on the football team. He didn't even go to our school. I said, you gotta stop coming in here. We're just sending shampoos, bro. Teams getting mad. I found out a lot during the pandemic. I found out I could be a snitch. I never thought I could be a snitch. Then there was a $50,000 reward put out for the information on the whereabouts of my own brother. And I looked for him. I looked hard. I found him at his girlfriend's house. He was like, hey, what's going on? I said, put your hands behind your fucking back. You're going to jail today, brother. 50,000, I'll snitch on myself. I don't give a shit. I call the police right up like, hey, I'm in the living room. The pandemic was crazy. My kids were crazy, man, during the pandemic. I love my kids. I love my son, man. I just hate our conversations. Can I say that? He's 8 years old and it takes him forever to form a sentence and it bugs the shit out of me, man. When my daughter, she's quick and I respect it, She came home from school one day. I said, Ryan, how was school? She said, great. Today at recess, I got to get on the slide. I said, that sounds fun. I asked my son the same exact question. I said, Cam, how was school? He said, oh man, today, whenever, okay, so it was me and Mikey, and when we was outside, I got to get on, and I said, fuck this shit, and I left. I walked outside. I got in my car, I just drove away. Driving around town, trying to clear my head. I stopped by my friend's house, I was complaining, we were talking, and about an hour into the conversation, I realized my wife's not home. I left 2 8-year-olds home alone. And I freaked out. I ran outside, jumped in the car, sped home, thinking the worst case scenario. House is gonna be burnt down, dog's gonna be dead, kids are gonna be crying. I pull in the driveway, jump out the car, run to the front porch, swing open the door, and he said, shit. I said, son of a bitch, you still telling this story. My kid's getting old, man. They've been asking for a dog, so I got him a dog. Relax, man. I ain't gonna take direction from you. I'm about to fucking kill the dog just because you yelled that shit. No, I'm killing the dog in the morning. I don't give a shit. I got him a dog before you yelled out, ma'am. No, you're not getting the damn dog. I'm mad you yelled out during my show. This is my time to shine. Now, you are time, obviously, ma'am. I hate it here. I swear to God, I'm never coming back. This is my last time. Mike, don't call me no more. You know who I am? No, that's shit. I probably got to get out of here. What did I want to say to you guys? I'm killing the dog. I forget what else I was going to do. No, I'm done with the dog. I bought him a dog. Now that you're making me say it, I bought him a dog, but now anytime anything bad happens at the house, the dog gets blamed. It's stupid as shit. Every time my wife comes home, she's like, what the hell happened at this house? And my daughter's like, the dog tore up my room. And then my son's like, and the dog tore up my room. And then she looks at me, I'm like, and he might have got your best friend pregnant. Stupid ass. He slept with Jennifer. We are shocked. You know, I'm gonna end with this, man. I took my white friend to a Snoop Dogg concert recently. During the concert, Snoop's up there rapping, saying some weird shit. And my white friend looked at me, he said, Jason, why do so many black people make up words and put them in their songs? And there was nothing I could say. Faux shizzle, my nizzle, skeet, skeet, skeet. These aren't real words. We made it up. Then I thought about it and I said, wait a minute. White people started this shit. Like, you ever seen the movie Grease? Those aren't real words. They just out there, we go together like ramble-lamble-lamble. What the fuck does that mean? I never said shit like that in my life. I never had a girl come up to me, hey, Jason, we're through. Oh, come on, baby, but we go together like shoo-wop, shoo-wada-wada, yippity-boom. All my friends in the back like shoot-a-bap-bap, shoot-a-bap-bap. Guys, my name is Jason Banks. Thank you so much.
One more time for Jason Banks, everybody. And his student, Magic Max. Max Morpheus. Mike mentioned my podcast, Whiskey Business. WhiskeyBusinessPod.com, where you can actually see a great two-parter with Jason Banks on Whiskey Business. We had an amazing evening, and it went so long that we split it up into two parts. A lot going on with that guy, both professionally and personally, so give it a listen. And I'm obligating Kenny. He already booked it. Kenny Mock will be my guest on my podcast next Tuesday, so Kenny Mock's doing whiskey business next week. And also, just hanging with Jason Banks for a little bit, it reminded me that during the pandemic, and as we speak at 63, I started smoking pot again. It took a minute to find the right 63-year-old pot, because there's all kind of pot out there. It's changed since, separating the seeds on an Eagles album cover days that I remember. Because the first pot I had, my friend gave me something called White Widow. No. It messed me up big time. And I said, next time, start me off on something easier, like soccer mom, divorced dad, or 30-year-old living in his parents' basement, something like that. But whoo, we got one more set of comedians to bring up for you this evening. And it was a pleasure to run into, and this guy I haven't seen, I told him tonight when I said I haven't seen you in a minute, and it's been longer than that. But please welcome the very funny Keith Bender and his student Kevin Nally, who's going to introduce to you. Keith Bender, everybody.
Come on, y'all. Clap, clap, clap. Give it up for Dino. Man, this is so cool, man. I appreciate y'all letting us come up here. My buddy, which is one of the coolest dudes, y'all know him, known for closing, but I don't think he, what they say, closes anytime and anywhere. But I don't think he talking about houses. Come on, y'all. Y'all start clapping for my man, Kevin Nally.
Thank you, everybody. Hey, I just want to take a quick thank you to Ryan Phillips. He's sitting over here. Everybody, I want you to know, I have got so much support doing this. I love all of you, but I called Ryan right away because I wanted to make sure that I was going to be okay to do this. And I found out that we were going to need a comic sponsor, so I called Ryan. It's ring, ring. Please get therapy, Kevin. So I talked to Ryan. I said, Ryan, look, hey, I need a sponsor. First thing he says to me is, man, that is courageous. I'm with you 100%. I think that's a great idea. The best thing is, you got to admit you have a problem. First I said, whoa, wait, Ryan, whoa. I need $250 to sponsor a comic. That's all I need. I want you to know Ryan is on my corner. Now, I want you to know, look, I talk about anywhere, anytime, and I'm going to prove it to you anywhere, anytime, because here's where I'm from. Here's how this goes. I brought my map of Ohio. Look, give me some Lima love. I like a little, hey. So I just want you to know, so I was born in Dayton. But we moved around a lot. We moved around an awful lot. These arrows, we went from Dayton. We went to Cleveland first. From Cleveland to Toledo. From Toledo back to Dayton. Now, some of you guys don't know about, I grew up in Huber Heights as an elementary school. Some of you may know Sheila Shones, Sheila Waltz. Where's Sheila? I knew her as Sheila Walker. Now what's great about this picture, I want you to know what's great about that picture is if it wasn't for the names underneath there, I don't know that we'd be able to tell who was who. We had the same hairdos. So where was I? All right, so I was in Dayton. That's where we grew up. Look, we went to St. Peter Elementary School. It was great school, good Catholic education. Where are my Catholics? All right. Had a great Catholic education at St. Peter's. You know what we were known as in Dayton in the 1970s, if you think about the Catholic world? St. Peter Eaters. Elementary school, this is what we were. I grew up this way. I'm still in therapy over that one. So from Dayton, we moved to Lima. I really went to high school in Lima. You guys all know that because I yell go T-Birds for everything that I can come up with. From Lima to Columbus, from Columbus to Cincinnati, where I went to Xavier, go Muskies. From Xavier back to Columbus. From Columbus, I kid you not, I was in Zanesville for 2 years where I lived. I was in Zanesville. I went from Zanesville to Dayton, from Dayton back to Cincinnati, from Cincinnati to Columbus, from Columbus to Toledo. 12 years in Toledo. Oh, it's got to be Friar Moon or somebody out there with a UT on me. And then back here for the last 5 years so I can show up on this show. Thank you, thank you. Look, I grew up a great Catholic kid. I was a middle child. So I don't know how many were my middle children at. Look, I had a great family. Look, Ken was golden child. He could do whatever he wanted. He had no wrong. He's out here somewhere too, my brother Ken. God bless him, is right. Then there was Debbie. Debbie was super smart. Like she was, baccalaureate smart, studied all the time, many degrees. Thanks for raising the bar that way for me, Deb. So then there was me, middle child. I just did whatever I could because I was supposed to do it, so I knew what the punishments were, and I'm going to do it. My sister Laura, it's not that she was not, it's not that she's the pretty one. And then there was Kim the baby, and you know how the babies go. All you babies are single, only person, forget about it. We're with you on that one. So that's how I grew up. I'll give you a great story about growing up as a Catholic kid in Lima. My brother Ken, God love him, he was a little bit bigger than I was. I was a skinny little middle child. So he hog-tied me to the garage door one day. True story. Hog-tied me to the garage door. Lifted it up because he could. I'm screaming and yelling, Ken, put me down, put me down. He got a little twinkle in his eye. He got a little gleam. Do you really want me to put you down, Kevin? Ken, put me down, put me down. No, wait, no. Right to the ground, a little bit of blood, a little bit of a scratch. Snaggletooth never touched. All right, so wait a minute. Whenever I talk about the pandemic and getting through the pandemic, I'm gonna talk about this real quickly. So you'll notice on my shirt, I got a little FGRC here. So 1 year ago, right about now, the same week, I was at a networking event with D-Mac and Ryan French. We networked quite a bit at 3:30 at Yogi's on Hard Road. We were at a networking event, and we decided that we'd all gotten our COVID-19, and we didn't exactly need those. So we said, hey, we're going to do something about this. D-Mac got so excited when we said we'd all like to lose a little weight. We got to go do something. He came up with this. I don't know if you guys have heard of this one. Have you guys ever heard of Couch to 5K? What? You've heard of Couch to 5K? Oh, my Lord. Like, this is the dumbest thing ever. I want you to know. Week 1, torn calf muscle. I can't run anymore. Couch to 5K. Week 2, Ryan French is having a hard time breathing. We're really worried about French. At one point, we are literally a coin toss away from who's going to have to give Ryan French mouth to mouth. Like, we don't know what we're going to do. So look. So wait. Like, I'm telling you what, you got to hear about French's injury. So French goes to the doctor. Finally, we talk him into it. We thought he was having a heart attack on a Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. We got him to go to the hospital. The hospital says, no, you're good. It's air-induced rib fracture. Do you hear me? Like, wait a minute. Did you hear what this is? Air-induced rib fracture. He was breathing too heavy running and broke a rib. True story. I'm just telling you. So look, I want you to know, we did get in 4 races this year. Like, we had a great time. We had Sarah Red jumped in here with us. Rodolin jumped into a race with us. Summer jumped in. Don didn't believe we could keep doing it, so he joined us. Bill Briggs, Chris Hess. Like, I'm telling you, we had a great time. I didn't say to you, but I want you to know I didn't cuss through this entire thing. That was me and Barker had a little side bet going, right? I haven't been drinking. I gave that up for Lent. I want you to know this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. You guys have a great night.
Come on, y'all, let him hear it. Kevin Nally. Tell y'all a little bit about me. I'm originally from Chicago. Anybody here from Chicago? Glad you made it out safely. I was a class clown in school, so I got bad grades. I hated math. Who all like math? Yeah, see all the women, yeah. I thought math was cool at first until they started adding those letters to it. You know, X and Y, what the hell is this? Y equals the sum of find X. No, you find X. I'm tired of looking for X. And then they came out with them stupid word problems. You've seen them. There's a train headed from New York to Chicago, traveling 60 miles an hour. There's also a train traveling from Phoenix to San Francisco, traveling 80 miles an hour. Which train has the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Are you serious? I hated going to church because my grandmother was in the choir. And y'all know how grandmothers are when it comes to church. You can't play around in the pews. If she saw you playing around while she was up there singing, she would threaten you on the slide. Grandma didn't play, man. Shoot, I know it's a lot of dads in here that call themselves thrifty. No, you're cheap. My dad would do anything to try to save money until he started cutting my hair. Yeah. I don't know if it's some black dads in here, but black dads be trying to practice on their sons because they too cheap to take them to the barber shop. Yeah. And my dad had these old clippers that had a shortage in the cord. I think that's why I'm bald-headed right now. Oh, for real? Your dad was trying to practice on you too? That's why you bald? See? I guess it's universal then. My bad. Had these old clippers with a shortage, man, and he was still trying to cut my hair. Like, yeah, son, I'm gonna hook you up. Yeah, you can tell all your boys at school that your pops hooked you up. Tan 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 tan. Uh-oh, tan 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 tan. Ooh, shit, I gotta go a little lower, man. Tan 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 tan. Ooh, damn, tan tan tan. You gotta be still, son. Tan tan tan. I ain't moving. Tan 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 tan. I'm gonna get you a fade now. Tan tan tan. Ooh, shit. Send me to school looking like a wiffle ball. And you know, soon as you step off the school bus, it's over. Ooh! Damn, man, who cut your hair? Stevie Wonder? Damn, man. Hey, y'all, this is my homeboy Alopecia, y'all. This is Alopecia. Man, get off me, man. It's messed up, man. There's a lot of big dudes in here. I don't like y'all. Because I'm a skinny dude. You know, I've always been skinny. You know them big dudes I'm talking about, the ones that look like they were born with a gym membership. Look like all they ever did was work on their arms and chests, but they forgot to do legs. You see them be standing there looking like Johnny Bravo. They be standing there all swole, and then they walk away. I don't like fat people either. That's right, I said it. Because they used to always crack on me when I was a shorty, man. Like, I keep you so skinny. You look like a dirty Q-tip. I'm like, yeah, well, I bet you when you walk, your shoes sound like they're having sex. Yeah, right there. You're hurting me. Asshole. And I'll be seeing y'all ladies walking around here trying to be sexy in these high heels. High heels ain't made for everybody. You gotta be a professional to wear some heels. And every last one of y'all got that one girlfriend that cannot wear no heels. And y'all don't say nothing. You probably seen her walking around the mall looking like she's sneaking up on somebody. You seen her. How much further we gotta go? Shit. You said it was at the Funny Bone. This ain't the Funny Bone. I gotta go back and get my flats, girl. This is some bullshit. Oh. And ladies, what's up with the shaving off the eyebrows and drawing some more on? What the hell? They like, that's not funny. My cousin be scaring all the kids because she like to shave hers off and draw them way up here and way over there. So now she look like the new Honda Accord. She looks sneaky and aerodynamic. And y'all keep on playing around with these fake eyelashes. Keep on playing. You gonna mess around and glue one of your eyes shut. Keep on playing. And is it a competition? Because they're getting longer and longer and longer. You be talking to my cousin, what's up, cuz? How you doing? I'm doing all right. Girl, you look just like Mr. Snuffleupagus. Did you know that? Somebody in here mad as hell. He ain't funny. That's why you bald-headed, just skinny ass. Women are something else, fellas. You got to watch out for women, man. Women are something else. A woman would try to improve your self-esteem and hurt your feelings at the same time. Only a woman can do that. You know, good morning, Mufasa. What got into you last night? You really put it down last night. That was the best 3 minutes I ever had. You hear the women in here chuckling, fellas? Yeah. And fellas, if you're in your 20s, you got to get your older woman. That's where it's at. Yeah, get you a 40 or a 50-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, older women don't play games. Yeah. Yeah, an older woman would tear your ass up. That's experience. Look around the room. There's some seasoned vets in here right now. Yeah. I love me some older women, man. Yeah, older women, they know exactly what it is they want. Yeah, you ask her a question, it's yes or no. You ask a young girl, I don't know. I gotta ask my girlfriend, I don't know. Ain't nobody got time for that. And if an older woman tell you to come over at 7:30, she gonna leave the key under the mat. If you show up at 7:35, the key ain't gonna be under the mat. Because they don't play games. Older women have this move right here. You see this? Pay attention, young ladies. This is how an older woman massages your balls. You see how gentle that looks? They make you feel like a little boy, too. You like that, don't you? Ooh, yes, Miss Joanne, yes. That feels good. Young girls don't know what the hell they doing. Young girls grab your shit. You like that? Hell no. You just pulled all my skin off. Hey, y'all, that's it for me. I'm Keith Bender, man. Give it up for Dino.
One more time for Keith Bender. Come on. Sex for 3 minutes. I hate a show off. He is right about older women, though. He is. I mean, in my sexual prime, one of the best relationships I ever had was with an older woman. I was 30, and she was 40, and the sex was incredible. We would go from the bed to the couch, couch to the coffee table to the end tables on top of the TV, over the shelves, on the lamp. Absolutely amazing. Not to mention, every time she came over afterwards, never had to dust. It's been... It wasn't you. If I was with her now, she'd be 73 years old. And the next place we'd go would probably be the hospital. It's been an interesting mix of comedians tonight. We had fat guys in half tees, an Iranian stripper, a Youngstown townie, and the best and only woman on the show tonight. The best. And as you know, much like the last Realtor standing, the last affiliate edition standing Okay, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. There is medication for you. We'll get it to you soon. More alcohol. Yeah, that's the answer. As you know, much like last Realtor Standing, the winner tonight will be based on the audience response. So, without further ado, let's bring up our teams once again, shall we? Kenny Mock had Michelle Draculich as a student. Come on up. Kenny Mock and Michelle Draculich. Chuck Holden and Patsy B. Max Morifdust and Jason Banks. And Kevin Nally and Keith Bender. Let's get them all up here. All right. Let me just say, you know what? It takes a lot of guts for all these affiliates to come up here and do what they did. Stand-up comedy on any given night, even for the professionals, is no picnic in these politically correct charged times. You just never know how it's going to go on any given night. And these days, you never know if some asshole is going to come charging up the stage and kick your ass. So, right? So, not tonight. No, not tonight. No, because you guys don't want to fuck up a sale. That's why. So, look, I don't do this for a living anymore. I don't care. All right, by applause, here we go. We'll start with our first couple of this evening. By your applause, we will pick the winner. All right, let's hear it for Michelle Draculich and Kenny Mock. Let's hear it for Chuck Holden and Patsy B. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Max Morfadust and Jason Banks. Okay.
We got it. We got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And Kevin Alley and Keith Bedford. All right, all right. Once again, they never make it easy. We're down to 2. Chuck Holden and Patsy B. And Magic Max and Jason Banks. Okay.
Turn down the volume. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kenny Mock on Whiskey Business next Tuesday. All right. And the winner is, I think it's pretty clear, Max Moore F. Goose.
Well, thank you. Pedro, yes. Hey, I'm sorry, Kenny. Jason, I need help. Well, thanks, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it, especially my family are here. And let me tell you, when I was a kid, no, I'm just kidding. No, it was a great honor to be nominated. It was great fun to working with Jason. He's great. And everybody else here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job. One more time for Magic Max and Jason Banks. Mike Barker, Sarah Miller, everybody affiliated with Last Realtor Standing, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be your host once again. One more big round of applause for all of your affiliates and the professional stand-up comedy mentors. Come on, you can do better than that. Give them a round of applause. It's been a pleasure to be your host again. My name is Dino Tripodis. You can hear me back on Sunny 95 from 6 to 10 a.m. because apparently I need more Maroon 5 in my life. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See ya.